Last week on Dual Game Calls Whitetail Frenzy, Aaron Davis responded to the pressure and knocked down a 144-inch whitetail with Lost Horse Creek Outfitters, while Kenny's luck wasn't so good, as bucks on 2 separate occasions reacted to the shot, dropping before the arrow hit its mark. There is no shortage of brotherly love between Aaron and Kenny Davis. The Davis brothers were born and raised in the Appalachian Mountains of southern West Virginia and have fiercely competed with one another in every aspect of life. Season 4 of Whitetail Frenzy takes a drastic turn as each brother has hand-selected their own team of bow hunters. Team Kenny and Team Aaron will take you on a journey of highs and lows while competing for a grand prize of $20,000.
Oh, that way, huh?
Oh, yeah, of course.
All right. No way.
That's terrible.
That's 3 in a row.
Gosh, I was trying.
He was trying to end it early just because I'm on top. But with $20,000 on the line, there's no way we can settle this rock, paper, scissors, especially if we end up doing the same thing every single time. But for those of you all who have been following Whitetail Frenzy throughout this entire season, we started 12 weeks ago, a competition. Little brother, Team Kenny against big brother, Team Aaron. You know, we've had this rivalry since we were kids. We've been going at it in every single aspect of life. Two-hand touch football in the yard, basketball, you name it. We have competed in every aspect of life. And now we've brought it to TV. Unless you guys kind of follow us, and big brother started out in the lead early on. He jumped out to a big lead. And I said early, he's older. He doesn't have the stamina to make it. Midway through the season, guess what? I made a comeback. I took the lead, but then recently he has stepped up. His team has stepped up. We're going into this final week in the Whitetail Woods, and there's just a little over 100 points that separate us.
Yeah,
Anybody's game.
Little brother here talks about stamina and all that. You had a chance to close the door. You had a chance. You had a chance to close it out.
Did.
No questions asked. I would have been so far
Pressure
down.
got to me.
It wouldn't matter how many people would have stayed. It didn't get to you one time. It got to you twice.
Two mistakes, and it allowed you to get back in the game. Now we're coming down to the end. Every single person on Team Aaron, every single person on Team Kenny, we're out there. We're in search of big bucks, but a lot of our team members have forgot it's so close. Does count. But guess what? My man, D. Calder,
Chili man.
the chili man from Custard Stand Hot Dog Chili, he knows what's on the line. He's smart. He's like, hey, I'm not getting any big bucks on camera late season. I'm headed to Kentucky. I got doe tags. I'm going to try to get us a little cushion here so we can bring home the $20,000. So let's join D. Calder from Team Kenny as he heads to the Bluegrass State to try to give me a little cushion.
Whitetail Frenzy is brought to you by Dual Game Calls. Get real. Get dual. Elite Archery, the world's most shootable bow. Covert Scouting Cameras. Size does matter. Slick Trick Broadheads, the original all-steel broadhead. Warner Law Offices. Call 304-345-6789. Slash Arrows with integrated inset blades. Wild and Wonderful West Virginia. The Cirrus Wind Indicator. This segment of Whitetail Frenzy is brought to you by Go Wild Camo, lethal addiction mineral and attractant. Camex Crossbows, built like no other.
put the slash arrow through the pipes on that one, baby. She didn't go 10, 15 yards and just piled up. Put the Elite to work. You couldn't find a smoother shooting bow. No slash arrows. The big 2.5-inch cutting diameter. There, the feeder's going off now. We're going to see if we can't get a couple more. I've got 3 tags and going to donate all the meat.
So my man D. Calgary is getting it done in Kentucky. You know, with Whitetail Frenzy, we always try to say this. We try to be the most realistic hunting show there is. If there's a feeder, we're going to show you. We're not going to hide things. D. Calgary is in Kentucky. He's trying to play his part in whitetail management, and he's hunting over a feeder. The deer are coming in. He's trying to fill some tags, get some meat in the freezer, plus give Team Kenny some more points. A deer comes in, and D solo filming. You know, he doesn't. It's hard to try to look through the binoculars, hold your bow, run the camera, and the deer comes in and it's a button buck, and D doesn't know it. You know, one of the things that's something we wouldn't do on purpose, knowing our team.
Well, it's late season. Okay, when you're talking about late season, the hair on the deer, it gets thick. I mean, it gets really thick. You know how it is when you put one down, you're trying to gut it. I mean, the hair is extremely thick. You cannot fault someone when they shoot a button buck late season. You can't do it. But it makes me extremely happy because you know how many points D got you for that one?
Well, look.
0.
Well, but here's what I will say. When you shoot a buck, it is what the deer scores. It was a button buck, so it didn't score anything. But guess what? It did get me points because he was solo filming.
Oh,
you get
yeah.
10 points for a solo film kill here on Whitetail Frenzy, so that's 10 points. He's got a deer on the ground, gives me a little more cushion, but guess what? D stays in the stand. He's got another tag.
Well,
and
here's
guess
the
what?
thing.
Here comes the big doe.
D's a killer, all right? He's ruthless, and the man has no heart, okay? He shot the button buck, and then the mommy came in, and guess what D does? Chili Man shoots the mommy.
Guess what? D's got some venison for the freezer. Doe tags field. Points for Team Kenny. One step closer to $20,000.
Yeah, and he shoots the mommy.
I'll take it, man.
Go nowhere. That's number 2. Down on the ground, baby. Whew. All right, we just got down out of the tree here. Put the old Elite bow to work. I'm telling you, there's not a smoother, finer shooting bow in my opinion. Got 2 lighted nocks over here, so let's go see what we got. Okay, here's deer number 1. Again, we're hunting here at Ellie Mae Outfitters, Boyd County, Kentucky. Darren invited us up here to take some of these does out, so that's what we're doing. Here's number 2. Big old mature doe. Man, those slash hairs, they do a number on them. I hit her right here behind the shoulder. It's kind of quartering, but it come out kind of back, but she didn't go nowhere. But those slash hairs, if you haven't tried them, you ought to give them a try. With that extra 2 1/4 inch cutting blade, I'm telling you, they really, really do the job.
This segment of Whitetail Frenzy is brought to you by Custom Bow Equipment, competition-inspired hunting sites. Peanut Addiction. The addiction is real.
So my man D. Calgary, Chili Man, just got me 50 more points.
He shot the mommy.
He
Shot the mommy.
He did, but it's venison.
That shouldn't count, man. That was cold-hearted, ruthless, killer, Chili Man.
Hey, venison for the freezer, legal hunt, whitetail management. That's what it's all about. And he had fun doing it.
Absolutely.
And that's what we're about here at Whitetail Frenzy. But hey, 50 more points for Team Kenny. It's late season. It's still anybody's game. Between you and your team, how many covert trail cameras do you think you guys have out?
We probably, 40, 45 maybe.
Yeah, and hunting areas like we hunt, that's high pressured, not huge farms, not tons of ranches like a lot of other shows hunt. These deer are nocturnal.
Oh, absolutely.
They're hard to hunt. We have tons of trail cameras out as well. And guess what shows up on Christmas Eve day on one of my covert cell cameras?
Here we go. Guess what shows up on Kenny Davis's camera? Imagine that.
Right.
Imagine that. Kenny Davis, camera out. Guess what shows up?
You see how bent out of shape he gets? Because he knows when I find a big buck, it's game on. I'm going to do everything I can to put myself in the right position to harvest that deer. 4 or 5 days later, after I initially got that deer on my covert trail camera, I'm in my tree stand. Everything was right. We had a weather change, a cool front came in, the wind was right. I'd been putting out peanut addiction. The deer are coming to feed. I'm locked and loaded in my tree stand. I'm ready to go.
He's going to blow it.
Well, season's winding down, and Team Aaron and Team Kenny, we're real close right now, trying to pull out all the stops, putting out trail cameras everywhere. I got this covert camera set up. It sends pictures to an app. I can put it up on my cell phone or my iPad. We're refreshing the Lethal Addiction mineral site, put some peanut addiction out in here, trying to create as many food sources as we can. It's kind of what's driving the deer right now, but I got to get on another big buck and put another one on the ground because I am not going to lose to Big Brother.
Well, it's just breaking daylight here in West Virginia. It's late December. Here in about 3 days, we're going to be in a new year. The season's going to be over here, and it's going to be over 8 months before I can do this again. I got an elite bow, a cord full of slash arrows. The plan today is to have some fun and let some arrows fly. Definitely can't blame the wind for why I'm not seeing any deer. Man.
Hi, I'm Kenny Davis with Whitetail Frenzy. I'm here at Real Deal Outdoors in Salt Rock, West Virginia. As you can see, Real Deal has a full line of elite bows, but I'm excited today to tell you about the new Elite Option Series bows. This bow is the new Elite Option 6. It's a 6-inch brace height, 32 inches axle to axle. It's shooting over 340 feet per second. They also make the Elite Option 7 with a 7-inch brace height, and these bows are packed with new features. As you can see right off the bat, the new split limb technology from Elite. And then if you look down here, the roller guard, it has an adjustable roller guard. You can slide this roller guard in or out to be able to give you your desired amount of fletching clearance. And then the riser. The riser looks really cool. There's a dual cage, one at the top and one at the bottom. Now it makes the bow look really awesome, gives it what I call an added sex appeal, but I promise it does serve a purpose. These dual cages are going to stiffen your riser so that when shooting, you're going to get less limb flex, which is going to result in better accuracy. Now, if you're in the market for a new bow this year, no matter what you're looking for, be sure to get out to your nearest Elite dealer, check out the full line of Elite bows, and take the shootability challenge.
This segment of Whitetail Frenzy is brought to you by Custard Stand, the world's finest ready-to-eat hot dog chili. Close grip bow handle. Decap turkey broadhead. Scott Releases, the #1 name in the release game. Lynch Mob Game Calls. Call your game. McCulley Taxidermy. And by Appalachian Realty Group.
Well, in case you haven't realized yet, my plan has not went according to plan.
So here's the deal, Aaron. I have 2 whitetail tags left here in West Virginia, and I have some does out in front of me, and I literally turn my body. I get my Elite bow and I get ready to draw back, and as I get ready to draw back, this doe, she looks up the hill, but she doesn't look at me, she looks up past me. And she had this look like there was a deer coming. And at the time, I'm thinking, you know what, it's early afternoon. I'm gonna shoot this doe. I'm gonna get some more points. I'm gonna fill a tag. I'm gonna get meat for the freezer. She's gonna run down in the hollow. I can stay in the stand and hunt. But when she looked up, she looked like another deer was coming. She went right back to feeding. But I'm like, you know what, I better wait. And just a few minutes later.
Why didn't you shoot?
Because she looked up And another deer ended up looking up. And I keep looking, I'm afraid to move because here in West Virginia, these hills are steep, the hills come down behind me. I knew if there was a deer behind me and I turned, it was gonna bust me. And I just slowly keep turning my head and I catch movement over my right shoulder, and there he is right behind me. And this big boy, the buck that was on my trail camera, he comes down right under my stand. You know what? I'm not gonna mess up 3 times in a row. KD is going to get it done.
He just went down. Oh my God, he just went down. That's a giant. Oh my God, that is a giant. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Thank you. Oh my God. Well, I just looked back at the footage. If you can't tell, I am a happy camper right now. Just got to thank God again. Everything, worked out good. I saw the deer go down right there. I always look back at the footage, just making sure I had him in screen and recording on the shot, and I did. I think the tree may have blocked my shot a little bit, but I'm super pumped. No track job needed. The deer's laying right down there. Let's get down, get my stuff packed up, and let's get down there so I can get my hands on this thing and show him off to you all. I'm pumped. He looked big on camera. I'm excited to get my hands on him and see how big he really is. Just look at this guy. Tell you what, I just drug him off this hill here. I didn't have a tripod with me by myself, so I could get the camera above it. It's a little darker down in here. I'm losing camera light pretty quick, but man, look at the tines on this sucker. Crab claws at the end, and I didn't know he had all this junk. My goodness, he's got 3 kickers back here. 2 of them are gonna be an inch long, are gonna be scoreable. Got a kicker right here, so he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 scoreable points. Tell you what, I couldn't be happier. I am a happy man right here. Look at the head on this deer. You talk about a mature buck. I guarantee you this sucker is 5+ years old. Big old West Virginia whitetail. Man, what an awesome deer. He's been tearing trees up. The bases on this sucker, I bet he's got 6.5-inch bases at the bottom on this side and probably 5 on this side. Man, look at him. Hang your head. You don't even need to look at the camera after that, because you know what just happened. I just sealed the deal. $20,000 is a lot of money, and I just smoked a big buck, and there is no way that with just a few days left of the West Virginia bow season that your team's going to make a comeback. It is all over. December 28th, the Elite Bow just put down a 160-inch gross whitetail buck right here in West Virginia. What you got to say about that, big brother?
I guess I'll take it like a man. Congratulations. I'll take it like a man. But you know what? Smile, puff your chest out.
Big.
Do it all you want to. But there's always next year. There's always next year. And guess what? You said December 28th, season's out in just a couple days. Well, guess what? In those couple days, the new season, it begins.
We start putting out our covert trail cameras, and that's the thing. Like I'm high on life right now. I just defeated Big Brother, and I'm gonna be talking a lot of smack throughout these next few months. But guess what? In a few months, the competition starts again. Him and his team, they're coming back with a vengeance. I know me and my boys, we gotta get our ducks in a row. We gotta get our covert cameras out there. We gotta find some big deer. We gotta be prepared for next season, because to take you down 2 years in a row is gonna be quite an accomplishment. But
Quite an accomplishment. Like you said, it's already happened.
Done.
Like you say, you think it's already happened.
No, I'm saying if. I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt, like you might have a chance to beat me, which everybody watching
I tried to be the
happen.
big brother. Dude, congratulations. You won. You got the 20 grand. Congratulations. I'm happy for you, okay? But deep down in my stomach, God, it hurts. It hurts.
I will tell you, though, it was really cool for Aaron and I to be able to start this thing years ago, coming from West Virginia, not knowing anybody in the outdoor industry, having a dream of being involved in outdoor television, and then to be able to take our brotherly rivalry to the national TV screen and share it with you guys. It's been really, really cool and a great accomplishment for both of us, regardless of who wins.
Yeah.
But we're going to be back next year, like he said, for another season, another competition, and it's going to get even more intense. I can guarantee it, because this guy, there is no way he's going to let me win 2 years in a row.
Oh, it's
even
eating
though
at
I'm
me.
going to.
It's eating at me, that's for sure.
2017 was a fierce competition between Aaron Davis and his little brother Kenny. But with the season coming to a close, Team Kenny brings home the victory and a cash prize of $20,000. Your final score is Team Aaron 1,207 and Team Kenny 1,488. Closed captioning provided by LeeCast.com, the official voiceover of Whitetail Frenzy.